Hi guys. How are you? Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing here? Oh my gosh. Hi everyone. Hi. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, the chat is on the screen. Great. Guys, stop. You're freaking me out. Oh my god. I'm gonna start sweating because I'm a nervous wreck now. Well, hi. Hello. This is my first time ever being live, so hi, I'm nervous. Let me know let me know. Does it look okay? Does it sound okay? Is the music too loud? Do you want no music? I'm just gonna crochet. We're just gonna crochet and we're gonna chat. But yeah, hi, hello. I'm drinking apple juice. Thank you so much, someone. Put it in slow mode, the chat. Hi, everyone. Hi. Right now I'm working on orders for my website because I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks and I need to get all of my orders done before I leave. So I'm working on a bunch of orders right now, basically. Right now I'm working on a sneak a peek top. Real popular, you know? Everything is good. Everything is great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, do you like my room? You can see, if I move my mic, you can see my little pupper. That's Neji back there. I cleaned my background, but if you saw my recent TikTok, you would know that I have right in this corner where you guys can't see, I put all of my crap over there. So that's why the background is so clean. Hi, Megan. By the way, I'm so sorry if I miss any of your chats. I'm trying to read. It's going relatively quick. I know I have a puppy. You can't see the chat anymore. I'm sorry. Why? Ooh. Hi. Oh, my TikTok name is Passionate Goods. It's the same. I'm always surprised whenever people don't actually know me from TikTok. They know me from other places like YouTube, because I'm always like, TikTok is the first place where I like got big. I think I have 1.4 million followers on TikTok right now. So I always just assume everybody knows me from TikTok. I absolutely did not expect 194 viewers. You guys are making me very nervous and I'm starting to sweat, but it's okay. I have social anxiety just like everyone else. I live in Missouri. Ava Joe, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. You found me on Instagram. That's awesome. I really need to focus more on my Instagram. I don't post very much, which I totally should. I got all of the shelves behind me. I got all the white shelves from Walmart. They're from Walmart. They are just like the cube shelf things. They're actually relatively cheap. This one is a 9 cube shelf, and I just have 2 of them stacked on top of each other, and it's fine. It's like sturdy and stuff. The black shelves over here, those are from Amazon. I bought specifically CD shelves that fit CD cases because they're like the exact right height to put all my Lily Sugar and Cream in. So I bought those specifically for Lily Sugar and Cream. Hi. I have tried amigurumi. I have made some things for like family members and whatnot, but it's just not, it's not my favorite thing, you know? Tara, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a beginner series on my YouTube channel, so I do have videos teaching you how to crochet. And I actually started from like absolute beginners, so I show you how to crochet like from the very beginning, as if you had never crocheted before in your life, you know? So we go to the store, I'd show you the yarn aisle, I show you what yarn to buy, what hooks to buy with it, also like scissors and stuff, you know, so I would definitely recommend watching those if you would like to learn how to crochet. I get most of my yarn from Joann's, mostly. Currently I'm making a sneak a peek top. Sally and Things, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Melissa Nelson, thank you so much. Hi, hi, hi. My favorite pattern that I have written is honestly probably my sneak a peek, and that's also the most recent pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. I need to know how to do things. Hold on, I gotta look something up.
In this video,
I'm still here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I was doing. I was looking up how to, I've never been live on YouTube, so I was looking up how to stop someone from comments because they were spamming. Oh my gosh, Michi's Crochet Nook. Thank you so much for that. I don't know what it's called. Donation. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Give me a free top, please. Unfortunately, I can't do that. This is actually my full-time job. If you guys didn't know, I'm a full-time crochet artist. So I sit in this room all day and I work and I work and I put stuff on my website and I sell it and then I pack them and I ship them. So I don't have a granny square tutorial. I have a tutorial for a hexagon cardigan, which is not a granny square, but it has the granny stitch, so you know. All of the tops that you see me make on my YouTube, like everything that I have a tutorial for, those are all my designs because I don't make tutorials for other people's designs like that. I restock as often as I can. I just basically whenever I can. I don't have a certain day of the week or anything like that. So I wish that I did. My productivity kind of comes and goes, so that is the issue. 10, okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You crochet too. Hello. Welcome. The time for me right now is 3:36 p.m. I live in Missouri. The bandana top. You have a question about the bandana top. Go for it. Ooh. A Bronto Dino. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't make much amigurumi, so I'm not exactly sure. My tops on average cost around $50. Mira, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. I do make other clothing. My main thing is crop tops because I love them. It's like my favorite thing to make. But I also make other things. I make $50. 50 is the average price for my crop tops. I do ship internationally, yes. Ooh. Honestly, it took me a lot of years to get good at crocheting. Well, I would say like it took me only a couple years to get good at it, but it took me multiple years after that to get to a professional level. Like I could easily say that I would make stuff for my friends and family, and it was good enough that they wouldn't complain about it or anything. But if I sold it to customers, I wouldn't be as proud of my work back then as I am now. Like whenever I started my business, I started selling things whenever I turned 18, and I got a lot of feedback from customers at first. Like they would tell me, oh, like one of my straps broke, or like they would send me pictures and I would notice stuff in the pictures where it like didn't fit right, or something like that. So I've tweaked a lot of things over time based on customer feedback. Oh, I'm sorry. If my drinking sound is disgusting, you just tell me that, okay? Just say, don't do that. That's disgusting, and then I'll stop. I don't make plushies. I don't. I have in the past. I've tried it out. I've tried pretty much everything, but I love clothing the best. So that's my main area. Thank you, Sandra. I don't do markets very often. Custom orders are the same price as the regular tops, unless you want to change anything about the design. Then I'll add on like $5 to $10, depending. Can't hear me drinking? Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 10. I sell all of my tops on my website, which is PassioKnitGoods.com, and I set up my website through Shopify. I love it. Love Shopify. It's great. It works fine. I love the sellers platform. The website building is okay, but I really like the behind the scenes where like I can go in, look at all my orders, my stats, and stuff like that. So NC Anon, thank you so much for the $5 chat. I followed your Lily Top tutorial to make my siblings' birthday present. I'm still waiting for them to send me a photo. That's so sweet of you. I love that. I love it. I love when people like use my stuff and make stuff for their friends or their siblings. It's always so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. Belle, thank you so much for subscribing. Surprisingly enough, I don't get bored making the same tops over and over again, because generally whenever I'm making tops, I do something else. I'm always doing something else. So I watch TV, I watch YouTube videos, and if you've noticed, I don't really have to look down very much while I'm crocheting. So I literally just sit here and my hands do the work, but my brain is off somewhere else watching TV. So I don't get bored. Yeah, I make patterns for all of my crop tops that you see me have tutorials on, and I sell all of my patterns on pretty much everywhere you can sell a pattern. So first of all, I sell them on my website. I also sell them on Etsy, and I sell them on Ribbler. I sell them on Ravelry. I think that's it. I think that's it. I have no idea what my favorite Lily Sugar and Cream is. I don't think I honestly, someone asked if I think I will start selling plushies, and I think the honest answer to that is no. I was going to say I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure I will never do that. Honestly, I just they're not my favorite thing to make. How many hours a day do I crochet? I usually crochet as much as I can. So I'll just crochet until I can't anymore. Like if my hands start hurting, then I'll usually stop. Or if I have something to do, then I'll stop. But I don't have like a certain amount of hours set that I work. I just try to work as much as I can because, you know, I gotta make money. So I've been doing YouTube for multiple years. I'm not exactly sure when I started, but if you scroll back to the beginning of my videos, it'll tell you what year that was. I'm gonna like guess 2017, but who actually knows, you know? I don't look down because I have years and years of practice. Also, most of the tops that I make, I wrote the pattern. I have it memorized and I don't have to think very much. My boyfriend has not tried crocheting, but we have it in the it's planned. It's totally planned. We're going to be filming a video where I try to teach him how to crochet, and I think it's going to be hilarious, but I don't know when we're going to do that. In my crop tops, I'm sort of between a small and a medium, so I can squeeze into a small, and I can wear a medium, either one. It's like 50-50. It kind of depends on, you know, how big they are. Because mostly I make crop tops, you know what I mean? And sometimes they're bigger than other days. Sometimes they're smaller. You guys know. If you're a lady, you know what I'm talking about. Bye, Staple Parrot. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Hi, Sandra. I'm doing good. I'm nervous. I'm low-key freaking out inside, and I'm sweating a lot. But I'm so happy you guys are here. This is the first time I've ever gone live, so I am freaking out. Oh, sorry. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. I'm so sorry there's a lot of chats, but if you do a super chat, it pops up really big, and then I'll definitely read it. So yeah. I don't do kid sizes because I make booby tops. I make crop tops. I don't make them for children. Children are not supposed to wear these, so I don't make children's sizes. No. Thank you, Rachel. That's very sweet of you. It's 3:45 p.m. for me. I wear my tops out in public if I have something fun to do. Like if I'm going to a concert or if I was going to like a fair or something, I would wear my tops. But honestly, I don't do stuff very often. I usually just crochet at home because that's just what I do. So yeah. No, I don't play Roblox. Kyreef Rogers, thank you. Ugh, I've been live on other platforms. I've been live on TikTok and Twitch, but usually I only have like maybe 50 people and nobody's really talking. So, yeah. The first time I ever remember crocheting is when my great-grandmother tried to teach me. I was probably about 6 or 7, and she tried to teach me. I made like a tiny little square of single crochets. It was horrible, and then I was like, nah, I'm not really interested in doing this. So I stopped, and I didn't crochet again until I was 13, and then I was like, maybe I want to try crochet again. And then I had to teach myself on YouTube because my great grandma was already gone by the time I was 13. So yeah, I taught myself on YouTube after that. I mainly use cotton to make my crop tops just because it's a more breathable fabric for summer. But whenever I first started, I made them in acrylic yarn just because that was the most accessible and the cheapest. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I know there's businesses out there that currently use acrylic. You can do whatever you want. But I would totally suggest cotton if you're making summer clothing. I avoid burnout by making something fast and easy. So if I get like really tired of something, because I get serotonin from finishing items. Like that's like my favorite part of the process. It's like, yes, I finished something and it makes me feel really good. So if I just need like a pick me up, then I'll just go like make a bucket hat, because it takes me like an hour to an hour and a half, and I can just make it really quick. And then I'm like, yes, I've accomplished something today. That's great. And then I'll go back to making like the monotonous project that takes forever, you know? I don't do hand stretches enough. I should do them more, actually. I don't know what the best blanket is to make. I don't make blankets, so I don't really have a good answer for that. But honestly, it depends on the person. I would just find a stitch that you can do easily and quickly and that you won't get tired of, and I would just make that into a blanket, you know? The next project, I'm going to be making another crop top. I do knit. Yeah, I do. I crochet and I knit both. Sorry if you can't see this. Sorry. You're 8 years old and crocheting. That is fantastic. You're making a bucket hat. Love it. Love it. Little Angel, thank you for watching and liking my content. Thank you. Good projects for a cake yarn that has multiple colors. Honestly, like, I would like to make a sweater out of that, because then you can have a striped sweater and you don't even have to like change yarns, and you have no ends to weave in. That's what I would do. The little leather tags that I attach to all of my hats, I get those from Etsy. I just look up like faux leather business label tags, and there's a lot of small businesses on there. You just basically you send them your logo, and then they like laser engrave the logo for you. I don't have any moderators yet. I have no idea how many tops I've made. Probably like an insane amount, honestly. I should weave those in. Oh, I'm sorry your show got canceled. I don't have sponsors, no. I'm crocheting a crop top right now. I'm putting the straps on. I need to count the chains, so just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna count my chains. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 35, 36, 38, 59, 60. Yeah. This color is called Moon Dance. I think it's newer. I think it's newish. Isn't it? I don't know. I don't know how new it is, but it's not like it's not a classic color or anything like that. I used to have a bunch of tubs of yarn, but after we moved into this 3-bedroom apartment, I set up my office and I got all these shelves so that I could set everything out. I should probably be drinking water and not apple juice, but who cares? I'm also finishing a sneak a peek top. Twins, love that. I need to get done faster. Ooh. Honestly, multiple people with larger chests have made my most recent pattern, which is the sneak a peek, this one, and I think it looks so good on them. So good. And also, honestly, if you don't want the sneak a peek top, like if you don't want this hole here, you can just ignore the instructions, like the decreasing and stuff, and just keep the whole bottom flat all the way across, and then it will basically just be like a little tank top, like a little sports bra. So my friend actually did that. 1/3 Crochet, Brooke, she made a sneak a peek top following the pattern, but she just didn't do the hole on the bottom, and it looked really good. So I would totally recommend some people do that. But I like this one because it has a lot of side coverage, you know, like it goes up pretty high into your armpits. So if you have like a lot of side chest that like spills out, like this is a good option. Comparatively to like the triangle cups, those are pretty hard for side spillage. Anyway, if you want to know how to make this top, I do sell the written pattern on my website, and I also made a YouTube tutorial for it, so it's on my channel. The most beginner top that I have would probably be my willow top, which I have the pattern for, and I have a tutorial on my YouTube. So no, I don't steam. I don't do any blocking of any kind. I would consider myself a lazy crocheter. I don't do very much. I don't do color work. I'll do color work like occasionally. I don't consider my rainbow bucket hats color work, so, which I guess technically it is, but I don't do like, you know, graphs or anything like that. I'm gonna be 100% honest, Emily. I hate Simply Soft. That's like the one yarn that I do not like in any circumstance. And I don't know. I just hate it. I really don't like it. For the sweater neckline, I'm not sure. I don't make sweaters very often, honestly. And I usually wing it. I prefer cotton whenever I don't have a preference for yarns. It just depends on what's best for the project. Like for crop tops, I prefer cotton because cotton is more breathable. It's a little absorbent if you sweat a little bit. It doesn't stretch out as much, and it's not fuzzy. It's not gonna make you hot, you know. So I use that for crop tops and summer garments and stuff that I want to be breathable. But if I'm making something for winter, like I'll use acrylic because that's just better. Like if I'm making a scarf, if I want something to be squishy and like comfy and warm, then I'll use a different kind of yarn. So it just depends on the project. It's not like an overall preference. Like I only use cotton yarn for everything. It's not like that. It's about 4 p.m. for me right now. For one top, I honestly don't know. I don't really keep track of how much yarn we use, but I would just buy like 2 of these. I was like, if I wanted to make a top and I went to the yarn store, I would just buy 2 of them to be safe. Bye, Ramen Queen. My shirt says separation of church and state. Rock on. Can I make longer tops? I don't know. If you want to see how the sneak peek top looks on very small chest, you should check out, I mean, you can look at my Instagram. I post a lot of pictures there, but I did have multiple people test for the extra small size, and it looked really good on all of them. Especially Miss Moon in Heaven. Her name's Jada. She's one of my friends. I made her one. I made her an extra small, and she did a photo shoot in it, and it looked really good. I think Mainstays is good. Mainstays is a good acrylic yarn, honestly. I don't remember my first crochet top. I have no idea what the first one that I made was. You can use acrylic for crop tops. Lots of people do it. Lots of people. Hi, hi. I'm currently making my sneak a peek top. I'm putting the straps on, so that's why it's laying down, but it's mostly finished. Have I ever ordered from Stenley Yarn? I don't think so. I don't even think that I've heard it. I've heard of it. My favorite top to wear, I think, is my Valerie top, because I feel good, I feel secure, and I feel like it looks good on me. My favorite top to make, I honestly like making this top because it's all one piece and I don't have to cut my yarn and reattach it anywhere. Have I ever rage quit while crocheting? I don't think so. I don't know. Sorry. Years. It took me years and years to get fast at crocheting, and then after I got fast to be able to crochet without looking down, it took a long time. I've been crocheting for 10 years. I'm currently 23 years old, and I started crocheting consistently from the time I was 13. So I have never made bottoms. I have made one dress, and I have another dress like in process, and I'm trying to write out the pattern. But I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. So yes, I have a TikTok. TikTok is like where Passionate Goods bloomed. TikTok is my most pop-in platform, actually. I have 1.4 million on there. Yes, as far as future designs go, I have a top pattern that's coming out soon. Like it's like I'm writing it. I put all the pictures in. I just need to like make final edits, and then I'm gonna put it out for testers. So, which is, I mean, like no surprise. I make tops all the time. So I did crochet at school. I totally was crocheting at school all the time. especially my senior year, because that's whenever I started my business, because I was 18 then. So I was just crocheting all the time in class for funsies. I crochet because I really like crochet. I think that I'm really good at it, and it's just something that my mind totally wraps around. Like, my mind is just, I get crochet, like, you know, like I can look at something and just know how to make that, you know, and I really like it. I really like designing. I've always been an artistic person. I've always loved making things, so crochet is just the thing that I landed on, that I liked the most, and that I was the best at. So I've kept up with it over the years. EJ, that sounds awesome. Congrats on your fashion competition. 3rd place is really good. Hi, Weird Cookie. If you want to start a crochet business, my first piece of advice is to get on social media. Start a separate page, separate from your personal. Like, start another Instagram, start another TikTok, where you're just solely posting about your art. GMDRP forever. Thank you so much for the sub. Start posting about your art. Start posting videos, so that you start getting a following. Start having people that know about you, that know about your art, so that once you're ready, once you have it set up, then you can actually start getting sales. Sandra, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I was at Joann's yesterday. I live in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Fun. I'm from Missouri. I go to Joann's all the time. I have actually never been recognized at my Joann's, but I have been recognized at my local Michael's, and it was fun. They were like, "You're Passionate Goods," and I was like, "I am," and it was so fun. Do you plan to sell knit items in the future, or is that just a hobby for you? I already sell knit items. I have a couple knit Christmas sweaters on my website that are for sale. I just don't knit as often, honestly. I just crochet more, so like there's not as much knit things. But also, like, I'm not as good at knitting as I am at crocheting. So whenever I knit stuff, it's like very basic. Like, the sweaters that I have are super basic. I can get them out and show them to you. And then the other things that I knit are hats, because hats are very easy. So hold on, let me go get this sweater for you so I can show you. Talk to your fans. Talk to your fans. Tell them about your day. You don't want to talk to your fans? Fine. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Here's what I have as far as Christmas sweaters go. Can you hear me? I'm really far away from the mic. Hold on. I'll show you. Whatever. Okay. I knit this. This is like a cropped sweater. The sleeves are tucked up in there because they were hanging down low, and I didn't want to have them out and about. And then these are the 2 Christmas sweaters that I made. I made them with variegated yarn, and I held them. It's like I double stranded it, you know? So there's this one, which honestly, this one is my favorite. I thought it was iffy, but I think it turned out really, really good. And then there's this one, which has a turtleneck on it. And I just made them for fun. I was like, I want to use up this Christmas yarn, and, you know, I just made some ugly Christmas sweaters. I actually made these 2 years ago and nobody wants them, so they've been sitting in my closet for 2 years and they've been for sale for 2 years. So yeah. You can totally crochet sweaters. Yeah. You don't have to just knit them. I just wanted to knit those, so I did. I should make cropped hoodies. That's a great idea. Mayasa Plank? Is that how you say that? Probably not. Thank you so much for the sub, by the way. No. While I'm talking, I'm not counting or anything like that. I can't multitask that well. Yeah. I actually just bought myself a computer, if you guys watched my most recent video. So that was my plan. I bought this computer so that I could start streaming, live streaming on YouTube specifically. So I'm planning to do this a lot more often. This was just kind of like a test run. I wasn't planning on doing this today. I was just like, I went and had lunch with my mom and then I came home and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go live on YouTube today. So I did, and here I am, and it's going well. So thank you, everyone. Alexis, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. When you are creating a pattern, how do you go about figuring out the different sizes for the pattern? Also, your dog is precious. Love from Florida. Thank you so much. The first thing that I do is I figure out my size. So I make it, and then I will make sure that it fits me. If it needs any tweaks, then I'll make it again and make sure that all the tweaks are like ironed out. And generally, I make myself a size medium. And then from there, I will like look at my gauge, and I make all the sizes go up by at least an inch, sometimes an inch and a half. So then I do some math and figure out how many stitches I need to add in what places. And then whenever I was starting out, I had friends and I had sisters and I had my mom, and I actually made stuff, and I was like, can you try this on and like tell me if it fits you or not? And then, you know, they would try it on, and then they would like do a little spin, and I would look at it and I'm like, okay, so that fits well, and then you're a size this, and I would write it down. And then but over the years I have kind of like figured it out, but at first it was a lot of trial and error for the sizing and stuff. So if you have friends, just make them try everything on. Oh, I got my chair at Office Depot. I went to Office Depot like in store, and they have all of their display chairs, and I went and I sat in every chair, and I was like, I think this one is my favorite. so yeah, I just I bought it from the store. Okay, how I know that I'm going into the right stitch whenever I'm not looking is because I use my middle finger on my left hand, and if you can see it, this finger right here, this just stays out straight and it runs parallel with my work, and I use it to feel my stitches. So whenever I'm putting my hook through, I can feel the tip of my hook coming through, and I know it's in the right spot. And I kind of like feel it out with my fingers. But specifically this one does most of the work. I crochet fast because I've had years and years of practice. Lots and lots of practice. Also the fact that I make my own designs over and over and over again, and I have the patterns memorized, that is super helpful as crocheting fast, you know, because I don't really have to think about it very much. Paul Crawford, bye-bye. Have a good day. And then if I was crocheting something new that I've never crocheted before and I was like reading through the pattern and figuring out, I would crochet slower. I just don't really do that whenever I live stream. So you guys don't get to see that part of me very much, you know? Because whenever I'm reading a new pattern, I need to focus on it, so I don't go live. But whenever I'm live, I want to talk to you guys, and I want to, like, you know, I obviously want to be entertaining. I don't want to just be like staring at a pattern and trying to figure it out the whole time. So whenever I'm live, I usually only make my patterns so that I can be entertaining for you guys, you know? Bye-bye. Honestly, I don't wear the stuff that I make often unless it's winter. Then I wear like a hat or a scarf like pretty much every day. But other than that, I don't do much stuff. I don't really leave my house very often. I work here from my room. And also I don't drive very much because I have epilepsy, if you guys don't know. I haven't had a seizure in quite a while though, so I'm doing well. I don't drive places a lot. So yeah, I don't really do things. So I don't have a lot of opportunities to wear my crop tops out and about, you know? I have donated hats before in the past, and I am planning to donate more hats this year. But I haven't done it recently. Hi. This dog right here, this little white dog, his name is Neji. Neji is named after Neji from Naruto. And then I have another dog. He's off screen, but his name is Terry. Neji is a mix. I got him for free, so like I'm not totally sure, but the person that I got him from, they said oh my gosh, what they said, he was a Chihuahua mixed with a Australian cattle dog, like a healer, you know? So he's rowdy. He's very rowdy. And then my other dog, he's off screen. His name is Terry. He's very old. He's a little old man, and he is a Pomapoo, which is a Pomeranian poodle mix. So, you know, he's little. Jean P, a sub, is basically like a follow. Like, you know, if you were on Instagram or TikTok, you know, like following somebody, that's the same thing as subscribing on YouTube. Also, if you subscribe, YouTube can send you like a notification if I go live. Like if you want to watch my next live, you can turn on notifications, and next time I'm live, you'll get a little notification on your phone, and it'll be like, hey, Passionate Kelsie's live if you want to go watch. Or it'll tell you when I post new videos. So it'll be like, hey, Kelsie posted a new video. You want to go watch it? Yeah. I started my business on Etsy. So that is where I first started selling. I opened my Etsy as soon as I turned 18. Hi, Brown Sugar. Whenever I turned 18, I was like, I am gonna start selling my stuff because I just had so much of it, honestly. Yeah, Janice, you're so right. Casey, you're welcome. Hi, Cynthia. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, Etsy. I started selling on Etsy whenever I turned 18. It was a slow start. Very, very slow. I did not have a single sale for the first 6 months that my shop was open. And I was promoting. I was promoting on my personal Instagram and Facebook, and I was also promoting on a business page. And I had like at least 500 followers at that point. And I was posting videos, I was posting pictures, and I was like, hey guys, my Etsy launches today, and you know, And it was a totally a slow start. And then I got my first sale after 6 months of it being open, and then I probably didn't get another sale for another multiple number of months after that. So like, don't think you're just gonna open an Etsy and it's gonna go crazy. Okay, you have to work on it a little bit. But the reason that my business took off, I honestly am gonna give that to my social media, specifically TikTok. Okay, so I was posting TikToks, and they started getting good views. I started getting, you know, in the caption. So if there's nobody tagged, it's probably one of my patterns. These are actually all sneak a peek tops. They're all just folded up because they're orders. I need to pack them up. But I'm pretty sure all of these, they ordered 2 tops, so I need to make the other tops so that I can pack the order. So they're just waiting, you know? No, I don't have a new cardigan pattern or tutorial planned anytime soon. What's my style of music? I don't know. I kind of listen to I listen to a lot of stuff. I don't know. Not sure exactly. Okay. All right. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. I don't use acrylic yarn for my crop tops. I use cotton yarn, but I do use acrylic for like cold weather. So I use acrylic whenever I'm making hats and scarves and stuff like that, or sweaters or cardigans, you know. No, I don't really like Harry Styles. I wouldn't call myself a Harry Styles fan. What kind of chunky yarn do you use? Whenever I'm using chunky yarn, I try to look for yarn that is chunky, but that isn't like heavy. Because like if I want to make something that looks chunky and like a sweater, I don't want to wear it and it's like so heavy, it's like dragging me down, you know, or the stitches like stretch a lot. So I try to look for stuff that is chunky but is still lightweight, and I really like Premier Puzzle, which I don't know if it's a 5 or a 6 weight, but I really like those. I've been making them I've been using them to make hexagon cardigans for quite a while, so those are fun. And I can't think of any others off the top of my head, honestly. I'm not a Swiftie. Not a Swiftie. I like her old music, like Fearless, but I don't like any of the new albums. I have been live for 1 hour and 11 minutes. I like getting yarn from everywhere, honestly. Anywhere that sells yarn, I'm like totally down. How do you price your work? It's kind of a hard question. I don't have like a formula or anything like that. I don't do like the yarn price plus the hourly rate plus supplies or whatever. I don't do any of that. Just price to your heart's content, you know? Like what do you think it's worth, you know? I like Olivia Rodrigo's album, but I don't really know if I like her specifically. I was 13 whenever I started crocheting. This is the only top that I've made so far in this live. Just one. Hi. The back of the tops are, they're all lace up. So I'll show you in just a second. I got this mannequin from eBay. It was like the only place where I could find a plus size mannequin, which that's only like a size 13 or 14. So I started knitting 3 years after I started crocheting. So I started knitting when I was 16. I think it's better to center pull whenever you're using yarn, but if you want to pull from the outside, then that's just like a personal preference thing, you know? You could do whatever you want. Okay. All right, okay. Here's the top. Ta-da. And then the straps lace up in the back. I taught myself how to crochet watching YouTube tutorials, so technically, yes. I have crocheted plushies in the past. I don't necessarily like making them, so that's why I don't make them now. Thank you, Julianne. $50. I don't like making blankets. I'm so impatient. I just want to be finished. All right, so here's the top. Here's the back of it. So it just like it laces up like a little corset thingy, and then you know the rest, maybe. Emma, I don't know. What top would you like to make by me? I would just like maybe scroll through my YouTube tutorials and just pick whichever one you'd like. Okay. Let's make... I don't remember exactly what made me want to start crocheting. I think I was just like on Pinterest. Because I started crocheting when I was 13, which was a while ago. It was like 10 years ago, and I don't remember much from that time, you know? So I'm pretty sure I was just like scrolling on Pinterest, and I probably saw crochet crop tops, and I was like, I could make that. Very optimistic, you know? Bye, Andrea. Have a good day at work. Okay, I need to get we're gonna make a Valerie top, so I need to get some yarn. Sophie's Universe. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've made a full white ruffle top, but I have made a ruffle top with like white cups and then the bottom like rainbow stripes. This is my box of Berry Crush that I ordered, and they're all freaking different color lots, so that's just awesome and amazing. 58. This one is also 58. Okay, cool. I think I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby is a nice acrylic. I've used it multiple times. It's very soft, but if you want your project to really hold up over time, I would probably use Red Heart instead of I Love This yarn. Lily Claire says, "You're kind of weird, not gonna lie." Lily, question, would you like to expand on that? You want to tell me why? Explain. Okay, anyway. Oh my gosh. I don't make blankets, so I don't have any tips. Lily wants attention, and Lily got attention. Man. Do you like that crocheting is becoming so popular? Yes and no. It's cool. It's like, it's nice. It's great that more people are getting into crochet, and it's nice because it's getting like destigmatized, you know, like a lot of people would like, you know, be like, "Oh, you're such a grandma, you're so weird," you know. But now it's becoming a lot more normal to see younger people crochet. But it makes it harder for me. It makes it harder to run a business that crochets because now there's so many people that want to crochet and are starting businesses with it. So, nah. There's like, I mean, like, there's good and bad things. So, which, you know, I guess I'm kind of neutral about it. If you want to make tops and cardigans, start on YouTube. There's so many great tutorials out there, you know? No, I don't buy in bulk. the bulk pricing to get it is like so high. Like I would have to buy like 100 skeins of just one color. So I don't do that. These are Lily Sugar and Cream. It's the same brand as these. They have multiple colors. I have cones and I have the small ones because they don't make all of the colors in the cones. If they made all the colors in the cones, I would just buy them all in the cones. But yeah, they're both cotton. They're worsted weight, which is a 4 weight. And yeah, they're the same. These are just bigger. I get these from Joann's. I get them both from Joann's. My Joann's doesn't sell the cones in person. Some Joann's do. I would just check your store, and if they don't have them in person, then order them online. I am not married. What color is this? 6-3. Look at him. Look at him down here. So cute. I do. I get really bored crocheting long projects, which is why I don't really make long projects. I just make crop tops, which don't take very long. So you're welcome. I started crocheting on YouTube. I picked some videos, I taught myself, and then I kept going. Okay, I need to chain. I need to make a chain of 81, so I'm gonna go do that. Sorry, hold on. I made a beanie out of Feels Like Butter. It's so freaking soft. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I just saw someone the other day that she makes like full clothing pieces out of loom bands. And it's crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. I have something in my eyeball. My friends actually sent it to me and they were like, they thought it was knit. And I read the caption and I looked at her profile and I was like, guys, that's made out of like hundreds or maybe thousands of tiny rubber bands. Yeah, I have contacts. I just don't wear them because I'm lazy and I work from home. I don't only make tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 59, 60. Hi, Kendra. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 80, 81. We'll just double check that. Currently, I'm using a 4mm for this pattern. Mostly, I use a 5, but it also just depends on what I'm making, you know? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, 2, 4, 6, 8, 80. I thought I did 81. I'm gonna count again. I'm gonna count again. How tall am I? Ooh, how tall do you think I am? Let's guess. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Okay, I was one off. Oh my gosh, get off. 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 60, 62, 64. Hi. 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 81. I'm 6'10". I'm not 6'10". Hi. This is YouTube. We have 245 viewers right now. I know.
You told them we're watching Guardians of the Galaxy tonight? Here, come on. We gotta go outside.
Guys, I'm going to see Guardians of the Galaxy tonight.
Go outside. Come on. Let's go outside.
You're making him nervous.
Come on. Close your door. Let's go. There you go.
What a goof. What a goof. I'm 5'6". A lot of you got it right, actually. A lot of you were really close. You look tall, but you aren't. Ouch. Okay, I think I'm supposed to mark 41. I like Lily Sugar and Cream because I think it's very sturdy, and it's good for it's like it's good for coverage. It's sturdy. It's stiff. It works well for holding up the girls. You know what I mean? And I don't have to sew pads in, and it doesn't stretch and all of that stuff. So that's why I like it. That's why I like it specifically for crop tops. A lot of people don't like it because it's a little bit stiff, but I like it specifically because it's stiff, because it works to keep them where they're supposed to be, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I make hats. I really like making bucket hats. I have a couple tutorials for bucket hats on my channel if anyone's interested. Yeah, we're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in theaters tonight. So excited. I am going to, yeah, it's supportive. I'm going, wait, what am I making? Oh yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I don't have to use boob tape, but my chest is not very big. But from what I've seen from my pattern testers, people that make my patterns, and my customers, they're pretty good for what the heck? What is happening? Something is moving over here. It's making a noise. Driving me crazy. What is that? How do you pull from the middle? I just stick my fingers in there and then I find it. Just dig for gold. Ta-da. Oh, it's my freaking Apple Watch. Shut up. Thank you. It is pretty comfy. Hi from Ireland. Hi. One of us is crocheting. I like your username. And that is completely accurate. Man, can you... Yes, I have written patterns for all of my crop tops. I sell those on my website as well as my Etsy, my Ravelry, and my Ribbler. I wouldn't say that I have a pattern for a mini shirt. Probably not. Bernice, I'm glad to have you here. Lindsay, you caught a live. Lindsay, this is actually my first live on YouTube ever. I just bought myself a computer. I literally just set up everything, like this microphone and the webcam and everything. So that's my plan. I'm gonna start live streaming on YouTube. So hopefully this will be a reoccurring thing, you know? I don't knit very often. I definitely crochet. I crochet every day, but I don't knit very often. I like the lily tops too. I need to make some. I'm not sure, Elise. I just know that basically if you're left-handed, you just have to do everything backwards. Or you can find tutorials that are symmetrical, you know? So like my Valerie top would work because that's symmetrical, so you can make it left-handed and there will be no problems. My willow top is also symmetrical. I'm not sure what else. I have done markets in the past, but I haven't done one in multiple years. Ever since COVID, really, I haven't done them. So honestly, the markets that I have done where I live, like, they're not great. They're not very big. I don't get enough sales for it to be worth it, so I just stopped going.
How's it going, man?
I'm definitely better at crocheting, but I don't know if I like one or the other better. I like taking a break from crochet and then going to knit for a while, but most of my patterns are extra small through extra large. My recent pattern is extra small through double XL.
Welcome to the program.
I'm sorry. I thought the show was over.
It started?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, V's Hobbies. I have been crocheting for 10 years. I'm gonna be so totally honest, Anastasia, or Anastasia, I'm not sure. I don't do anything to avoid injuries, and you absolutely should. I should be stretching, I should be doing things, but I don't. And thankfully, I have never had an injury that has lasted more than like 2 days. Like normally, like my hands just hurt, they get sore. It feels a little, you know, I'm like, ouchie. But then I just stop crocheting and I take a break for about 2 days, and then I snap back. I'm totally fine. So I don't do much, but I should. I definitely should. Everyone should be stretching their hands, okay? And I should take my own advice. I don't know anywhere that has chunky baby yarn off the top of my head. I don't use baby yarn very much because I don't make baby things. Hi, Peyton. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I totally think knitting is more tedious. You're right. Yeah. Personally, I think crochet is easier, but everyone has different opinions on that. You know, it's definitely a personal stuff. I would use chunky yarn for a hexagon cardigan. Totally would. As long as it's not heavy, you know? You can crochet a cardigan with whatever yarn you want. No, I hate working with small items. I'm using a 4mm right now, a 4mm hook, and that's like the smallest that I'll go. But I'm still using a worsted weight yarn with it. I don't like any yarn that's below a 4. That's just, it's too small. No, thank you. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. Take a hand stretch break right now so we know you're following your own advice. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this off. We're going to go in some circles. Going to go to the right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go to the left. I don't use wool very often. I think wool is a little bit scratchy, and I've had nice quality wool, so I still think it's scratchy. It's probably just like a personal thing. Okay. Ooh, now pull it back. I have made a bucket hat with 6. I made a bucket hat with the faux fur yarn. Go for Faux, I think is what it's called. And it turned out really cute. Honestly, it's on my website and I'm so surprised it hasn't sold yet. Like, it's so cute. And I literally made it like friggin' 2 years ago. Whew. I think maybe I don't get pain and I don't have to stretch as much. I think that one of the reasons that's possible for me is that I have my joints are very mobile. I'm also double jointed in multiple places on my hands, so my hands are just like my hands are flexy. Hey, drink all my apple juice. No. I am making my Valerie top right now. I'm using Lily Sugar and Cream cotton. The color is Berry Crush. So this is what I'm using for that. Yeah. It starts at the bottom, like the wraparound, and then it gets smaller as you go up. So it's like a halter top. Can you do a backflip? Oh. Caesar Castro? I don't even know who that is. I totally can't do a backflip. I'm so sorry. If I could, I would do it for you. You're making your first granny square blanket. That's so fun. Ow. What's wrong, llama girl? Hi, Russells. Small nomad. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Okay. Lily Sugar and Cream, kind of like, sometimes it's really soft, really easy to work with, and then sometimes it is so stiff and so hard, and I wish that they had better consistency in their factory. I'll say that. I continue to use Lily Sugar and Cream. I use it all the time, and I tell everyone else to use it, but damn. You hurt your foot. Oh, sorry. What's the lightest pink that I have? Oh, honestly, Lily Sugar and Cream does not have good selections for light pink. So whenever I want to use a light pink, I have to buy Peaches and Cream from Walmart because they have a really nice light pink. But I think I have some, actually. Do I? Do I have some? No? No, I don't have it. Oh, yeah. No, it's right here. Yeah. I like this. This is Peaches and Cream cotton. This is the best light pink cotton that I have found. The color is called Pastel Pink. And this is from Walmart. Brooke! Hi. What's up, girl? Audio quality is great. Thank you. Good, because I paid for this mic. It better be it better be sounding good. I prefer metal yarn needles. I've had plastic ones and they break on me over the years, but I've had these metal ones for quite a while now, so they're great. Isn't it so fun? I have like a little arm thing. I feel like a streamer. I mean, I'm streaming, so I guess technically I am a streamer, but I feel like a pro. If you want to start a crochet business, the first thing you should do is start your social media. Start posting, start getting exposure, start getting followers so that you have a base platform whenever you're ready to start selling, so that people will start knowing about you, will start hearing about you, will start seeing your products and start to grow an interest, you know? So I would say just like work on that, you know? And then after that, you know, decide where you want to start selling. If you want to start on Etsy, if you want to set up your own website, figure that out and then go from there. I'm your favorite YouTuber? No way. There's so many YouTubers out there. There's so many. There's like a crazy amount. Willow, good luck starting your crochet business. I film my tutorials. See this corner here? I have another white desk right next to me, and that is where I film my YouTube videos. I have a ring light, and the ring light has a camera holder in the center, so I put my camera in there. Where's my camera? My camera's back there, so I would show it to you, but I have a Canon G7X camera. I think it's a Mark II or a Mark III. I'm not exactly sure. But I have a little camera, and then my ring light, it folds down to like a 90-degree angle so I can film directly downwards at my hands. And then I just sit in my chair and I crochet on the table, and I film and I talk while I'm filming. I don't do voiceovers. Some people like to do voiceovers. Some people don't. So like whatever, you know, whatever works. Maddie, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. I taught myself how to crochet by watching YouTube tutorials. There wasn't a specific person. I watched a bunch of tutorials from a bunch of different people, and I like picked out what I liked the best from certain people, you know? Like someone would show a technique and I'd be like, that's all right. And then I would watch someone else's technique. I'd be like, oh, I like their technique better. So I would just like pick the best things from everyone. And now I'm just amazing, you know? I have done, I've done appliques. Like I have crocheted specifically like a leaf. I've crocheted a leaf and then I've sewed it on top of something. But I don't do color work very often where it's like you change the colors in the yarn to like make that design, you know? I haven't done that very often. It's hard, honestly. It's kind of hard. Oh, really? I have beginner tutorials now. So if anyone wants to learn how to crochet, I do have very basic beginner tutorials on how to crochet. So, yes. Your mom taught you? That's so sweet. I tried to teach my sister, but she wasn't interested. No, I don't have moderators yet. Actually, I should make Brooke a moderator. Dun, 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 dun. Add as a moderator. Save. Nice. Now I have one mod, but she's probably not gonna watch my lives because she's one of my friends. Anyway. A moderator is someone in the chat other than myself that has moderating power, which means that if someone is saying something inappropriate, they can delete their message or they could like mute them, you know, like they could like make it to where they can stop chatting. So like I had someone earlier in the live and they kept they were spamming a certain message. They kept saying they kept asking me to give them a shout out. Like they would just type it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So basically it would be like something like that. Or if like let's say like a guy came in chat and like he was being disgusting or something, like, oh my god, you're so hot, like, you know, like stand up, turn around or whatever, like they would just like take out people that are being inappropriate or rude, stuff like that. For crop tops, I prefer to use cotton. Thank you, Brooklyn. Everything that I sell is on my website, which is passionategoods.com. So if you want to see what I'm selling, I don't have a lot of stuff available right now. I apologize. But I'm working on it. Most of the things that I have available right now that, like, if you ordered it, I would ship it next day. I have 2 tops, but they're extra small. And then I have multiple hats. I have multiple bucket hats. I have a scarf. I have 2 sweaters. And yeah. And then I also have some ear warmers, ear headbands, stuff, that thing. But I'm running low on tops right now because I got a lot of sales this month. And I don't know where they came from, because I didn't have a video go viral or anything like that. They were just out of the blue. I mean, I appreciate it, but you know, I was like, where did these come from? You know? So I'm so glad I've had so many people tell me that they started using Lily Sugar and Cream because of me. And that's great, because now I'm confident that the yarn will not get discontinued. Yes. Yeah, I would totally recommend looking at my Instagram. My Instagram, I have posted pictures and tagged pictures of people with bigger chests wearing my tops. And then also, if you go to my Etsy and you look at the reviews, a lot of the reviews have photos attached to them. And they also have photos of people with bigger chests than me wearing my tops. So that's good. I'm going to count my stitches before I move on and make sure that my marker is actually on the center. Summer is coming. I know. You're right. I don't know. That's a good idea, Lily. $40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I am not exactly sure what the best quality is for the cheapest price. I don't know. I don't know that. Some pattern makers online explicitly say people can sell what they make out of them, but I feel weird doing that. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are, if you don't want people to sell your items, then don't make a pattern. If you want to be the only person that sells your specific designs, then you don't release the pattern. Don't tell people how to make it. And that, you know, that might be an unpopular opinion. Who knows? But I know that I don't buy patterns that I can't sell, because it's I feel like I'm more mellow, so I can probably vlog this time. But we're going to have a little TikToker get together in the crochet community. If you want to order something from me, you can go to my website. That's PassioKnitGoods.com. It should be linked on my YouTube profile. Or you can just type in PassioKnitGoods.com and it should take you there. Whew. Jinx, that's great. I love the Granny Hexagon cardigan. I just made one. I had it as like a background project. So like if I got tired of making tops, I would just work on my cardigan for a little bit. And I finished it a while ago. I just haven't put it on my website yet because I haven't taken pictures of it. Thank you, Priscilla. Are you using the same color yarn that is above the orange yarn in the back? Ooh, the orange? Oh, no. The yarn, this one up here, the top shelf, that is tangerine. No, that color is pretty pink. This one up here. This is Berry Crush. That one is pretty pink. Pretty, is it pretty pink or is it pretty in pink? I'm making my Valerie top, which is a halter top. So we're working the bottom up and it's going to make like a little trapezoid shape, pretty much. Love that, Mandy. I love it when people watch my lives and they're crocheting with me because we're all just like we're having a little craft circle, you know. I crochet full time. Whenever I started my business, whenever I was 18, I was working. I was going to school and I was also working. I was working at a Freddy's, which is, if you don't have that where you live, it's a burger place. Thank you so much for the sub. So I was working at a burger place and I worked there for multiple years while I was also working on my business on the side. And then once my business got to a point where it was succeeding, it was making consistent money and it was enough for me to support myself and pay my bills, that is whenever I quit my other job. And I've been full-time for 2 years now. I've been 2 years full-time crochet. How do you get used to crochet that fast and don't get tired? I think it's just because I've built up a stamina over the years. I've been crocheting for a long time. So just like years and years of practice crocheting. My best sellers are technically patterns because I sell a lot of patterns. Like I usually sell multiple patterns in a day. Like just throughout the day, I'll get a notification as like, you sold a pattern, you sold a pattern, you sold a pattern, you know? But tops make more money because a pattern is just like $8, but a top, it's like, you know, $50. So maybe they balance each other out in the end. But as far as sales numbers go, I sell more patterns, but the patterns are cheaper. Gross MUA, I will absolutely do more lives. Love it. Thank you for being here. A watermelon cow, that sounds so cute. Pattern writing is fun. Pattern writing is fantastic for passive income because you only have to write the pattern one time, but after that you can sell the pattern over and over and over and over again, you know, which is great. But writing the pattern is hard. But once you're done, you're like, whew, now I can just continuously sell that pattern, which is great. Don't even have to think about it anymore. But yeah, I would totally recommend pattern writing if you'd like to get into that. You're starting your first crochet thing. Good luck, Leah. Cute. Cute, Ellie. I started the first ever business platform that I started for myself was in Instagram. I made it a separate business Instagram page, and I called it Passionate Goods, and I started posting about my crochet stuff. The next one I did, I mean, I have a Facebook, but I've never really worked on it or posted on there, honestly. I just double post like from Instagram. Facebook is for old people. Anyway, after that, I got on TikTok because my boyfriend was like, hey, TikTok is gonna blow up. This was like beginning of TikTok. Not musically, it was still it was like TikTok at this point, but it was like still a little bit cringe. Diana, thank you so much for the sub. But my boyfriend was like, you should get on TikTok because it's gonna get big. And I was like, whatever. And then eventually I listened to him and I got on TikTok, started posting videos, and then my TikTok blew up. So I was getting a lot of views, a lot of followers on my TikTok, and that really, really helped my business a lot. So that was the main area. And then after that, I started making tutorials on YouTube. And here we are. Here we are on YouTube. So very cool. On YouTube, in my patterns, they're all extra small through extra large, I believe. And then my more recent patterns, they go up to double XL. Also, my recent patterns, they include like written instructions for modifiers. You know, it's like instructions. I put a frequently asked questions page in my sneak a peek top pattern, and the frequently asked questions were like, how do I make my top wider but not taller, you know? And or like, how do I make my top taller but not wider? Or like, how do I make the straps thicker? And like, I put answers to all of those questions so that you can easily go through the pattern and modify the top to your specific liking, you know? Hi, Marva. Welcome to the chat. This is my first live, so we're all doing first today. Hi, Crazy Yarn Cat Lady. Everyone, don't forget to thumbs up. If you're having a good day, give this video a thumbs up. Something that I definitely haven't crocheted is bottoms. So I have not made a skirt or shorts or pants. And I think that is something that I should probably get into at some point, you know? The patterns come with all the sizes in the pattern. You don't have to buy separate patterns for every size. It comes with all of the instructions in the same pattern. Did I get my label trademarked? No. Ooh. I don't know anything about that. I hired a designer and they designed it for me. And then they sent it to me, and that was pretty much it. Yeah. That's all I did. I got this mannequin from eBay, and then I have a smaller mannequin. I got it from a friend, so I actually don't know where it came from. I need some water. Hold on. Ooh. Can I involve measurements in my patterns? Oh, you made a skirt a few weeks ago? That's cool. Hey, hey. In the tutorials, yes. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh, I think I need to go get myself some water. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. I'm gonna go get myself some water, so I'll be right back. I've never been live before, so I'm gonna attempt to have YouTube like play an ad or something, but I'm gonna come right back. I just need to get some water because I've been talking so much. So I'll BRB. Well, let's see how this goes. Ouch. Sweating. It's getting hot. It's getting very sunny. Oh, hi, puppies. Come here. All right. Hello? Hi. Hello. It's getting dark outside. So I'm not gonna have light because there's a window right here. I'm wondering how the lighting will look because I don't know if I want to stream during the daytime all the time. Oh, this is Terry. You didn't see him earlier because he wasn't like around, but hi. Can anyone tell me, did you get an ad while you were watching while I went to get my water? I'm trying to figure out how streaming on YouTube works, so I'm sorry, but did anyone get an ad? I don't actually know. Nope. Cool. That's fine. All right. The rainbow Lily Sugar and Cream. Lily Sugar and Cream has this rainbow, which is like a pastel rainbow. On your phone, I did. Oh. No ads. Okay, that's fine. This is called Buttercream. It's kind of like the only rainbow that they have. They don't really have a bright rainbow. No ads. All right. That's fine. I'm gonna have to like watch a tutorial video or something. But this is the top. Somebody asked me to show this top, right? This one right here, this is Terry. He's a poodle Pomeranian. This one right here he's a baby. This is Neji. He is a Chihuahua Blue Heeler mix. We have Terry, who's the old fart, the little tan one, and then we have Neji. Terry is old. He's like 15 or something. And then Neji is little. I think he's 3. The bright rainbow, unfortunately, I have to buy from Hobby Lobby. Hey. Don't do that. I'm going to have to kick you out. Leave your brother alone. Sorry. Neji. The bright rainbow. Oh, actually, Lily Sugar and Cream does have a bright rainbow. It's not super rainbow. It's just like very bright colors. But this one is called Psychedelic. That's the other option for a rainbow from Lily Sugar and Cream. But I really like this one because it's definitely more of a rainbow vibe. But this is Crafter's Secret. The color is called Rainbow Bridge, but this is from Hobby Lobby. It's probably not focused, but this one is, it's a good rainbow. It's Crafter's Secret Cotton. This is from Hobby Lobby. I need Lily Sugar and Cream to make a great rainbow. Hold on. Neji, you're being bad. Come on. Band. You can have your beanbag now, sir. That's great, Chris. Yeah, I do most of my crocheting in this office chair. And then once my boyfriend gets home, I usually move to my couch so that we can watch our TV shows together. And then I crochet on my couch. But most of the day I am sitting here in this chair. Bye, Leah. I know someone asked to see this yellow top, so I'm just going to show it again. But I made this at the beginning of the live. It's my sneak a peek top. This is the front. This one is a size medium. And then this is the back. It does a little lace up deal. As far as how many things I crochet in a day, it depends on the day. So far today, I finished this yellow top. I'm starting on my second top, but I haven't had a very productive day. I went out with my mom today and I did some stuff with her, so that's why. But whenever I have days where I'm fully just at home and I'm 100% working and I'm working really hard, I can make 5 tops a day. But the average, if you take everything and average it out, I would say 1.5 to 2 tops a day is how much I make on average. One top usually takes me between 1 and 2 hours. It depends on what size it is and what the design is. So obviously if it's an extra small and it's a really simple design, it's going to be so fast, so quick. But if it's a little bit more complicated design and it's in a size extra large, it's going to take longer. Like, I made this yellow one today. I'm making this one right now, and I probably will finish this one. I'm not going to finish it on the live because, oh, actually, oh, wow. I need to leave because I'm going to see a movie in a little bit. But I'm going to end the live at 6 o'clock because I have to go see a movie later. So we have about 15 minutes together if you guys have anything to say. But I'll probably finish the rest of this top tonight. Like after I go to the movie and come home, and then we're probably gonna watch. Me and my boyfriend have been watching Vinland Saga, so great anime, by the way. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I've already been live for 2 hours. We're going to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I promise I will come back. I'm going to continue going live on YouTube, okay? What days are good for you guys? When do you want me to go live? You want me to go live during the day? You want me to go live at nighttime? I know today is the weekend, which is why I went live like in the middle of the day. But if I go live during the week, would it be better for most people if I went live like later in the day? I don't plan on going live every day because I do need a break. Because like I get very nervous whenever I'm on live. I'm like sweating buckets right now. Because I have social anxiety problems. But I'll probably go live like maybe 2 to 3 days a week. We can chat. We can crochet together. I'm also thinking of going live and playing games because I like playing games sometimes, you know? So would you guys watch if I was playing a game instead of crocheting? Later in the day. Right. I think Sundays are great. Yeah, there's so many people that work from home. Email me with questions. You can email me. There's just no guarantee that I will answer it. Yes, you would watch me if I would play games. Oh my god, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Humano, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Okay, because I play games with my crochet friends. If any of you know 1/3 Crochet, her name is Brooke, or Miss Moon in Heaven, she crochets. Her name is Jada. There's also Aiden Wells Crochet. I play games with them like pretty often actually. So, okay, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. We like to play Fortnite together. But, okay, technically, it's still crochet content because all of us are crocheters. And also, like, in between games or, like, if I die or something, I always have crochet in my lap. So, I'm still going to be crocheting. Makes me really happy to hear. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wait a minute.
Common W. You can do your schoolwork and then like use crochet as a reward system, you know? Like, yes, I finished. You could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or you can do everything at once. So you could do your whole entire you could do all of your homework and then you can reward yourself by crocheting for the rest of the night. Or you could do like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So you could do one question and you'd be like, yes, I did one question, so I'm going to do one row of my crochet project. And then after you finish one row, you got to go back and do another question, you know? Just like work it out. You can totally do it. honestly, if you guys don't understand what's happening in Fortnite, that's probably better because I am horrible at Fortnite. Okay? Like you're not going to get any good gameplay from me. It's just going to it's it'll be fun, but it's not going to be impressive or anything like that.
A cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good hot black coffee. Like this.
I have no idea, Angela. I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I've probably used a lot of Olivia Rodrigo sounds, so you'd have to send it to me and ask me.
Like a great cup of black coffee.
I was playing yesterday, and I think the best game that I had 6 kills, which is nice. But like all my other games, I had like 0 to 3 kills, maybe. 6 kills is like a great game for me, you know? Anyway. It's fine if you're bad at Fortnite. I still love you and your content. Thank you. I like old Taylor Swift. I'm not really a fan of the new era. Hi, Miss B. Thank you for being a part of my first live. Unfortunately, I have to go soon because I got plans later. But I actually don't know if this is going to stay up on YouTube or not. So we'll see. We'll see if it stays up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I have control over that, so I don't know if I should leave it up. And I guess people can just watch it like as a regular video. I don't know. Did you all watch my most recent post from I posted yesterday. I posted a brand new vlog video yesterday. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. That is so funny. I love Julian Solomita. I've been watching all of his recent potato making series. It's so funny. The last one, the croquettes, those actually looked really good. I'm not a big fan of potatoes, you know? Like I really only like French fries. But funny. That's so sweet. Michaela, that's awesome. Happy for your niece. It was really short. I'm sorry. But yeah, that video I've been waiting. I was like, I need to rearrange my room because I have been planning to buy a PC and like a streaming setup for quite a while now. Like I've been planning. I was like, I want to start streaming on YouTube, but I need to move my desk first so that it's organized well, exactly how I want it, so that I can buy. Yeah, whenever he threw the croquette against the kitchen wall, that was hilarious. Ugh. And that video has been in the making for a while because I was like, I need to start streaming because I knew, I was like, the streaming is going to be so fun, and like crocheting with you guys, it's going to be great. But I needed a computer first because I had a little laptop and I was like, there's no way I can stream off this laptop. But anyway, all right. Thank you, Anita. All right, guys, I am gonna skedaddle. I got a movie to go see. This is the progress that I've made on my Valerie top. I'm gonna finish it tonight. Promise. But I'm so glad that so many people showed up to this live. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm gonna go live again. This will be a recurring thing on my channel, so if you guys want to stick around, turn on post notifications and YouTube will just let you know whenever I'm live so you don't miss anything. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I hope everyone has a great day. Do you have a Stanley? No, I don't have a Stanley. Like a cup? The cups? I don't have one. I might make a streaming schedule. At the moment, I don't have one, but I think Sundays are good. So I'll probably go live again on Sunday. But either I'll make a schedule or I will just end up going live whenever I feel like it. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. Have a great day. And I'll see you later. Double thumbs up for everyone.